आत्मा ब्रह्मेति निश्चित्य भावा भावौ च कल्पितौ निष्कामः किं विजानाति किं ब्रूते च करोति किम् अयं सोऽहमयं नाहमिति क्षीणा विकल्पनाः सर्वमात्मेति निश्चित्य तूष्णीभूतस्य योगिनः सर्वम आत्मा, everything is atma. This knowledge totally eliminates all the erroneous projections with respect to oneself, Jagat, and the goal of life. So that is now Sarvam Atma iti Nishchitya. Nishchitya, simply saying ascertaining, is not the proper this meaning. Nishchitya means, what is Nishchitya? Aparokshataya Anubhuya. So the direct cognition, because knowledge means yathartha darshana, yathartha anubhava is indispensable, otherwise it is not knowledge. So knowing a thing as it is means, see, you can't separate. It is also not true to say that knowledge means it is not an experience. If it is not an experience, how is it a knowledge? Maybe your experience may be ayathartha. Therefore, it is not knowledge; it is brahma. But knowledge has to be yathartha anubhava, a direct cognition true to the nature of the thing. So therefore, sarvam atma iti anubhuya, having directly cognized that aparoksha anubhava, that everything is atma, so that is sarvatma bhava, having directly cognized, the person who is tushni bhutaha, when is quiet means nivritta vag vyapara, means free from speaking, upalakshana for free from all the karmas, free from all other activities. This person who is yoginaha, actually one who has done the sarvatma nishchaya, himself is yogi. Yogi means here jnani. What is meant by yogi here is jnani, the one who has got this aparoksha anubhava, that sarvam atma, himself is called as yoginaha, not ashtanga yogi or karma yogi. The jnani himself is called yogi. In this context, Manu says, who is that? That means the lakshana of yoga, because we straight away conclude yoga as ashtanga yoga or karma yoga. So Manu says, vrittihinam manah kritva kshetrajnam paramatmani ekikritya vimuccheta mukhyaha ayam yogaha uchyate. Ayam mukhyaha yogaha uchyate. This is called the main yoga. The primary yoga is this. Generally, why he has to say? Because other ashtanga yoga, karma yoga, these are taken as the yoga. They are yogas true, but this is the main yoga. What is it? Vrittihinam manah kritva, having made the mind free from vrittis. That is not sufficient. Ashtanga yogi does it. That is not yoga. Mukhya yoga, no. Then what is to be done? Kshetrajnam paramatmani ekikritya. Having, see, ekikritya means having united. Whom? Kshetrajnam. In whom? Paramatma. Who is Kshetrajna? Individual Atma. Having united individual Atma in Paramatma. What is it? इंडिविजुअल आत्मा को पकड़ो, क्या करो? परमात्मा से उसको बांध के, ऐसा पकड़ के बांध के रखना चाहिए. So he will not run away after from that. What is that? Tadatnya, Jiva Brahma Aikya, Jiveshwara Aikya. That's what is that. Means discovering that Kshetrajna is not different from Paramatma, Brahma. Both Sarupa is one and the same. Upadhi may differ. Upadhi may differ. Jiva's avidya upadhi and individual embodiment different from Ishvara's maya upadhi. But Chaitanyataha, both are one and the same principle. That direct cognition, that is what is that? Ekikarana, ekikritya, vimuccheta. One should get freed from samsara. Ayam mukhyaha, ayam yogaha. This is the mukhya yoga, means the primary yoga. That means yoga means, what does it mean? Ekikarana. Kshetrajna paramatma ekikarana is, what is it? Aparoksha jnana. That jnana, paramartha jnana itself is the yoga. So therefore, yoginaha, in the case of the yogi, how do you say he is a yogi? Sarvam atmeti nishchitya. Because he has the nishchaya, anubhava, that means aparoksha anubhava, that everything is atma. So it is not just saying that everything is atma simply verbally. The one who has directly cognized. In his case, he says, sarvaha, that is vikalpanaha kshinaha. All these projections are eliminated, are terminated. So kshinaha have got exhausted. Kshinaha bhavanti. Vikalpanaha. What is vikalpanaha? Vividha kalpanaha. So vividha kalpanaha, all the different types of projections of the mind. Projections, why you call projections? They do not correspond to the fact. They are not in accordance with the truth. What is the truth? Give me answer from this stanza itself. What is the truth? Sarvam Atma. Sarvam Atma. There is nothing other than Atma. Everything is Atma. That is the truth. And this person has discovered. Therefore, all wrong notions have been eliminated, terminated. What are the wrong notions, projections? One by one. I am, Saha, Aham, I am, Na Aham. There are samples. I am this person, this rascal. If you say this means who? Different from me. Sarvatma? No, gone. So I am. Then Saha, that person. Yesterday insulted me. So that person. So Saha. Aham. Again, Aham here is what? Not Satchidananda, body, etc. Or Soham can be taken this way. That me. What that me? That me who was talking in the dining hall and the satsang hall, and after Swamiji is telling who posed as Mauni Baba, that me only. That me, Soham. Or yesterday who had gone there, today sitting here, that me, Soham. So, I am Naham, I am not this. Like the Tikakara says, I am Devadatta Gacchati. This Devadatta goes there, but I don't go. Naham Gacchami, I don't go. So that means I am Na. Like this, all these projections which are far from the truth. What is the truth? Sarvam Atmeti. Sarvam Atmeti. So Sarvam Atmeti. So that is, therefore, all these Nahamiti, like this many in varieties of this. So that means kalpanas can be there. So I am honored, I am dishonored, I am insulted, so I am rich, I am poor, I am inefficient, I am efficient. Like this, hundreds of, that is, projections are there. And I think hundreds is not correct. I think endless, because every head will have, every brain will have its one's own projections. Every brain will have one's own innumerable projections. How many jivas are there? Countless. So think of it. So iti vikalpanaha, vividha kalpanaha, kshinaha bhavanti. They get, kshina means they get exhausted, means they get terminated. Full stop for all these vikalpana. How? Sarvam Atma. Irrespective of the disparity in the upadhis, the truth is, everything is nothing but Atma, not a verbal statement, direct cognition is there. So means, this person is free from all vikalpas, means all vikalpanas, means free from all sankalpa vikalpa. Now this person who is totally free from all sankalpa vikalpas is described in next two stanzas. Na vikshepo na chaikagram nati bodho na mudhata. Na sukham na cha va dukkham upashantasya yoginaha. Upashantasya yoginaha vikshepaha na add bhavati. Vikshepaha na bhavati. And this bhavati has to be added with every na. Ekagram cha na bhavati. Ekagram cha na bhavati. Atibodhaha na means bhavati to be added. Mudhata na bhavati. Sukham na bhavati. Dukkham va na cha bhavati. Dukkham va na cha bhavati. In the case of this person, who is this person? Upashantasya yogina. Who is yogi? Sarvam Atma iti Come on. Little grammar. निश्चयी और निश्चयवान. निश्चयी और निश्चयवान. सर्वम आत्मेति निश्चयी और निश्चयवान. So the one who has direct anubhava that everything is Atma, that yogi. And one more qualification is given. And because he is yogi, therefore he is upashantaha. What upashantaha? It is upashanta vikalpaha. That will give the proper meaning. That add there vikalpa. Upashantasya means upashanta vikalpasya. The yogi, the jnani, because of knowledge, whose all vikalpas, all sankalpa vikalpas have stopped. There is total cessation of all sankalpa vikalpa. So upashanta vikalpasya yoginaha, of that jnani, for him means in his case, vikshepaha na bhavati. Vikshepa means agitation or distractions. Distractions from cognition of Swarupa. So cognition of Swarupa. So not that this person has to always close the eyes and sit in a corner to get samadhi. No. Because in and through his even prarabdhavashat interaction with the world also, the Brahma Swarupa cannot be missed. So therefore, vikshepaha, vagrata, or that is distractions or agitations, na bhavati, are not there. Means there is no distraction for him, there is no agitation for him. Ekagram nacha bhavati. Oh, that means he has no distraction, means he must be doing something, some practice, etc. Always to concentrate on Atma, Brahma. No. Ekagra means concentration with respect to a given thing, that also is not there. Ekagram nacha bhavati, it is not there. Atibodhaha na bhavati. Atibodha. Bodha is knowledge. What is atibodha? Some eminent knowledge or distinguished knowledge. Something special. So, some special knowledge he has got? No. What is special knowledge and ordinary knowledge? Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, special knowledge or general knowledge? What knowledge it is? What type of knowledge it is? Any qualification of that knowledge? It is the truth, that's all. It is the truth. And what is this special knowledge? In the world. In the world. No, I know all these things. These fellows don't know like that. There is nothing. And you see, there is nothing that he can be proud of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. If at all anything is there, you know what is there? Only the thing to be ashamed of. What? Not now. Hitherto, what a fool I was. That is only the fellow can be ashamed of. So therefore, Atma Jnani will not pose for a snap. You know, I have got Atma Jnana, I will run away. You know. Till now I was an idiot. Of course, that's what he will know. So therefore, nothing. No, atibodhaha na means from the word standpoint, some eminent, something special. Nothing special about him as such. Because that is all. It's common only. That is the truth. If at all something was there, it was the idiocy that is still now I had not discovered that. So, atibodhaha, distinguished or eminent knowledge is not there. At the same time, then he must be a fool. No. Mudata na bhavati. There is no ignorance. Mudata can be ignorance or foolishness also. Not that he is a fool or anyone as such, because he has no any special knowledge. So neither ignorance is there, nor foolishness is there. Mudata na bhavati. Sukham na bhavati. There is no sukha. There is no sukha, then how is that ananda is not there? Ananda is different from sukha. So unless said, you see, here sukha means Vishaya Sukha. Ananda is Swarupa Ananda. So there is nacha sukham bhavati, na sukham bhavati. Then he must be having sorrow. Nava dukkham bhavati. There is no sorrow for him. He is above all these. These can't. That is, these are not there because his cognition of Swarupa is very, very clear. Therefore, these all projections. See, Vikshepa, Ekagra, Atibodha, Mudata, Sukha, Dukkha, all are vikalpas only. These are all the projections of the mind. So, see, how do you say Ananda is Swarupa and Sukha, how is projection? If Ananda is the Swarupa, how Vishay Sukha is the projection, Vikalpana? Because for Vishay Sukha, what all the projections are required? I am this body, sense object is there, I enjoy, that Antakarana Vritti, maybe Priya Moda, Pramoda, etc., subtle Vrittis, all these are required projections. Swarupa is Ananda Swarupa, not dependent on embodiment, not dependent on the Vishaya. So distinct from Ananda Swarupa. Now further, Swarajye bhaiksha vruttau cha labha labhe jane vane nirvikalpa svabhavasya na visheshosti yoginah. Nirvikalpa svabhavasya yoginah Swarajye bhaiksha vruttau cha labha labhe jane vane visheshaha na asti. In the case of this person, who is he? Nirvikalpa svabhavasya. Nirvikalpa svabhavasya means Vikalpa rahita svabhavasya. The one whose disposition is totally free from all vividha kalpanas, vikalpas. So in the case of this person, yogi, who himself is a yogi, means the jnani, paramartha jnani, who has aparoksha jnana. In this case, under all these circumstances, there is no distinction whatsoever. He doesn't distinguish one thing from the other. Where Swarajye bhaiksha vruttau. He is in the Swarajya. Here Swarajya stands for Swarga Rajya. Not his freedom or something, or empire. Swarga Rajya means in heaven. Suppose he is in heaven. What does it indicate? All comforts and luxuries at his command. Or, that means, what it means is, even in heavenly abodes, you have to take, not that he goes to heaven, etc. Even in heavenly abodes, Swarajya, Swargarajya, means all comforts and luxuries at the tip of the finger of this individual, is a jnani, or bhaiksha vruttau. For minimum food, what he has to do? Bhavati bhikshan dehi. Bhavan bhikshan dadhatu. This is taught during Upanayana. They say, fellow goes to Kashi. Some debate, everything is a debate. So he says, and of course he is made to ask, of course the relatives only, mommy and mama and all that, all this only. Bhavati bhikshan dehi. If a lady is there, he has to say, Bhavati bhikshan dehi. Oh mother, please give me some bhiksha. And if he is a gentleman person, that is man, bhavan, no, not depending on whom the person is asking, not boy, etc. Depending on, if a lady is there, bhavati bhikshan dehi. If a man is there, bhavan bhikshan dadhatu. Only grammatical word, but priest also may not know. He may be saying that is a custom to say. It's a grammatical sentence. Bhavan bhikshan dadhatu. May your honor may give me bhiksha. There also may your honor only because the feminine, this is the woman is involved. Bhavati bhikshan dehi. So therefore, say, now here he has to go for bhiksha vritti. 7 homes he has to go. And 7 homes he went, nothing then what? Keep quiet, lie down, drink water, think that today Narayana has not kept food for you. No, 8th house he can't go. That's what the rule. 8th house not possible. And also he can't pinpoint. I think this house is better. They give good good bhiksha. Can't go to the same houses. He has to go on at random 7 houses. And in the seven houses means up to 7 houses, not 7 houses. Suppose in 1 or 2 he gets the proper bhiksha, means sufficient there, enough of that. And if even in 7 houses bhiksha is not available, no 8th house. That day he has to retire. So today no food is kept for me. Narayana's will. So that's fine. So bhaiksha vrutta. See, other style is what? Other occasion is Swarajji. That means in heavenly abode he is there. Here nothing. That means he has to roam here and there to get the food. Labha labhi. So see, here all we have to see the disposition of a common person. In heavenly abode, ho ha ha, hu hu. And if the bhaikshavritti nasiva, you cursing everyone. So not that way. In all this, that means some vikalpas are not there in his mind. Labha labhi. Some gain or loss or no gain. Something is required because of maintenance of body, etc. Something is required. He got it. Fine. Not got it. Fine. So therefore, labha labhi. Jane vani. In Bombay or Mahabaleshwar. So Jane. So whether in a crowded place or anyway, we are expert to make Mahabaleshwar also Bombay. That is our greatness. Here to be in Mauna, etc. I say, what for? You can't get the opportunity there. Here also, even at a quiet place, instead of saying this thing, I will ask 100 questions. Because that can be done at other time, etc. But this time is not available otherwise. It's a quiet place, etc. A beautiful scene, etc. Just make use of to go see the swarupa of there also. Asking questions and this and talking, etc. That we are expert in that. We can turn out the vana into jana. But this fellow, for him, jana or vana is no matter. Means why? Whether in jana means crowded place, or vana, he is where? Rooted in swarupa. So that it doesn't make difference for him. So, jane vani, la jane vani. So for this person, nirvikalpa svabhavasya means one who is vikalpa rahitaha. So yoginaha visheshaha na asti. No distinction whatsoever. Why no distinction? Not that these things are one and the same. Whether irrespective of these things, his mind is absorbed in swarupa. Kva dharma, kva cha va kama, kva cha artha, kva vivekita. Idam krutam idam neti dvair muktasya yoginaha. Idam krutam, idam na krutam, iti द्वन्द्वैहि मुक्तस्य योगिनः क्व धर्मः क्व च वा कामः क्व च अर्थः क्व विवेकिता. So in the case of this jnani, who is a idam krutam, this I have done. Why have I done? Because it is my duty. I have to do that. I have done. Okay. Means such notions are there. What is being told? Idam na iti. This I have not done. This I was supposed to do. This was expected of me to be done, but I could not do. I have not done. Idam na kruta. Iti dvandvaihi muktasya yogina. You can think this. This is there in every ordinary person. Ordinary means ajnani, not other way. In every ajnani, this I have done, this I have not done. I was supposed to do it, but I could not, or I have not done. Why should you do? Kritam means kartavya. Why have you got kartavya? Because I have to get something. I have to pay the price of it. What I have to get? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Means I have to pay the price in terms of karma. Price here is not other money, etc. That may be required for karma. But I have to act, then only I can get it. So therefore, I have done means, I have done this. I am supposed to do, I have done means what? Abba. Some sense of consolation there. And I have not done means, again, that means that guilty conscience is there. So such dvandvaihi muktasya yoginaha. The person is totally free. Why? That kartavya itself is not there. Why kartavya is not there? Purushartha is not there. Dharmartha kama moksha is not there. So it is not there. For such a person, he says, Kva dharmaha, kva cha va kamaha, kva cha arthaha, kva vivekita. Where is dharma, earning punya, etc., or a particular code of conduct, avoiding adharma? So because dharma comes where? When karma is necessary, you have to take into account dharma. When kama is necessary, you have to take into account dharma. When artha is necessary, you have to take into account dharma. He says, for a person, where is dharma? Because kvacha kamaha, where are the desires to be fulfilled? For in this case, no desires to be fulfilled. Kvacha arthaha, where is the artha to be earned, securities to be earned? No, because he has discovered himself in Ananda Sarupa. Artha is not there, kama is not there, therefore the dharma also loses the relevance. Again, kva vivekita, where is viveka? Atma anatma viveka. When atma anatma viveka comes into picture? When we have not known our Swarupa, identify with the body, there is no necessity because everything is Atma. See, Atma anatma viveka possible when you think that there is Atma and there is Anatma. Who is this person? Sarvam Atmeti Nishchitya. Keep in mind that. Sarvam Atmeti Anubhuya. Anatma itself is not there. Where is the Viveka for this person? Means, all means, Kvacha means, where are they? Where is it means? Na bhavati. They are not there for this person. For him, that is dharma, kama, artha, viveka. These are not there because Sarvam Atma. Then if that is the case, but we find this Jivan Mukta also acting at times. Action means what? Not that he has to lift the mountain and roll down the boulders. No. Action means at least he is walking, at least eating, at least seeing at something. Is it there or not? How is it? That is therefore it says. So all these are because of prarabdha, in accordance with the prarabdha. The moment the knowledge is gained, the body doesn't fall. It will continue until this momentum of prarabdha is over. So until then, that means his actions are guided, means they are programmed as it were. Like that, the doll, you give the key, wind the key and leave. There is a set movement in there, it will do it and afterwards it will stop. Like that, the fellow is already, the key is already set and wound there in this case of the embodiment due to prarabdha. Krutyam kimapi naivasti nakapi hrudiranjana yatha jivanamaveha jivan muktasya yoginaha. Yoginaha, add sankalpavashat. Jivan muktasya yoginaha, add sankalpavashat. Kimapi krutyam na eva asti, add tatha hrudi ranjana na, again add asti. जीवन मुक्तस्य योगिनः किमपि कृत्यम न एव अस्ति तथा हृदि, आफ्टर हृदि टेक दैट कापि, आफ्टर हृदि टेक कापि रंजना न, then add asti. So in the case of this person, who is that? Then na asti, then continue. Yatha jivana, no, iha yatha jivanam eva, add asti, last. Iha yatha jivanam eva, add asti. In the case of this person, who is that? Jivan Mukta. In the case of Jivan Mukta, so Yoginaha, the Jnani will say, on account of Sankalpa, Sankalpa Vashat. So, what is Sankalpa? A volition. What type of a deliberate volition? I am doing this for accomplishing such and such things. So that's what. There is no, before puja, etc., Sankalpa is done. So I am doing this for this purpose, etc., like that. So therefore, performing certain thing to gain a certain result. So that is what is that Sankalpa. So therefore, here, in the case of Jnani, with Jivan Mukta, means Jnana Nishtha is there. Sankalpa Vashat, on account of Sankalpa, Kimapi Krityam na eva asti. Anything that is to be done as a duty is not there at all. He may do, but not as a sankalpa, because of sankalpa as a duty, no. Also, Hrudi kapi ranjana na asti. Hrudi means manasi, in the mind. Kapi, any, ranjana. Ranjana means anuraga, asakti. So, attachment. So, in the heart, means in his antakarana, manas, mind, no attachment for anything. When attachment is there? When attachment come into existence? When the notion that this will make me happy and I need it. My happiness depends on this particular object, being or event, whatever it may be. So then that attachment. So therefore, I want to have it. The dependence is there. That shows the attachment. You know how to find out whether one has attachment or not for a particular thing? For everything, why? Possessions, etc., attachment is there. Because that, if that is not there, I will not be happy. I depend on that. Attachment is there or not, you know how there? When in the physical absence, are you disturbed or perturbed, or is there a sense of loss? If you have a sense of loss with respect to a particular object, being or event in the physical absence, temporary or permanent, it can be permanent also. It can be permanent also. If that is the case, what does it mean? You depend on that, and that notion that I need that particular thing for my happiness, well-being, or sustenance, or maintenance, or living, whatever it is. So that is not there. Ranjana kapi nasti. Then how does he live? Krityam there. He says. Then we find him. The question was, we find this fellow doing few things. He says, Iha means in this embodiment. Now when is that embodiment which has got the knowledge, means in this world now, after gaining the knowledge, yatha jivanam eva asti. Yatha means yatha prarabdha vasha jivanam, in accordance with the prarabdha, whatever the jivana life is there, that only is there. Means this person, if at all does certain thing, it is in accordance with the prarabdha. Kvamoha kvacha va vishvam kvatadhyanam kvamuktata. Sarva sankalpa simayam vishrantasya mahatmanah. सर्व संकल्प सीमायाम विश्रांतस्य महात्मनः क्व मोहः क्व च वा विश्वम क्व तद्ध्यानम क्व मुक्तता. Again, in the case of this person who is Mahatma, Mahan cha sau Atma cha, a Jnani, who is the one who has got Sarva Sankalpa Simayam Vishrantasya, one who is reposing, resting, where in the Sarva Sankalpa Sima, in the Sima of all Sankalpas. What is Sima? Huh? Body? Boundary. Boundary. Limit, that's limit. Boundary. Okay. What do you mean by Sarva Sankalpa Sima? Boundary in the sense, the end. The end of all the Sankalpas means where there is no entry for Sankalpas. Just a little beyond that, all what are there? Sankalpas are there. But here, there is no Sankalpa possible. No entry. And no entry but not our no entry boards. So when the Sakaram Bapu is not there, you know, Sakaram Bapu. Bombay police is called Sakaram Bapu. If Sakaram Bapu is not there, everyone go there. Otherwise, all no entry. Not that way. No entry, just not possible. Not even strict customs or strict guarding or security. Nothing. Entry just not possible. Like no, okay. Is there any necessity of putting a board on the sun? No entry for darkness. Is it required? Huh? On the sun, no entry for darkness. Is it? Like that means just impossible. Like that, that wherein Sankalpa is just impossible. What is it? Huh? Tushnibhuta. For Sankalpa, what is required? Antakarna. Now, if there is something which has no Antakarna, can there be Sankalpa? What is it? Atma Swarupa. So therefore, say Sarva Sankalpa Simayam Vishrantasya means Atma Buddhau Vishrantasya, Atma Jnane Vishrantasya. You can't simply say Atma, because Atma is always free from Antakarna, free from Sankalpas. But here you have to talk of a Jnani who has tuned oneself to Atma Swarupa, therefore what? Sankalpas are not possible. Therefore, so Sarva Sankalpa Simayam Vishrantasya means Atma Buddhau or Atma Jnani Vishrantasya. One who is reposing means one who is absorbed. It's a figurative expression. That is one whose mind is totally absorbed in the Swarupa, as a result of which no Sankalpas are ever possible. So of that Mahatmanaha, in the case of Mahatmanaha, you say, where can these be there? Moha, etc., can be there. What are those? Means these can't be there. Kva mohaha, where is the delusion, erroneous notion about oneself, erroneous notion about the Jagat, etc., when he has already, his mind is absorbed in Swarupa. Kvachava vishvam, where is the Jagat? Kva tadhyanam, where is the dhyana? Tadhyanam. Tadhyanam means Jagat dhyana, because immediately precedes. Pronoun is for an immediately preceding noun. A preceding noun is what? Vishwam. So therefore, there Jagat dhyana. Acha, Jagat dhyana is there. So we complain, no, we can't take to dhyana because we are doing Jagat dhyana. Is there a one who doesn't do Jagat dhyana? That's what it is. Huh? Huh? Hanam, tad hanam. Okay, tad dhyanam also is there. That's what. Okay, that's it. Tadhanam. Tadhanam means jagadhanam, giving up of jagat. See, that's fine. See, both we can take. Tadhyana means jagat dhyana, because jagat itself is not there. Tadhanam is better. So giving up of jagat, because generally mumukshu, what he wants to do? The mumukshu generally wants to run away from jagat. So the jagat itself is not there. Where is the question of running away from jagat or discarding the jagat? Not there. Or dhyana means thinking of jagat. Kva muktata, or where is moksha? Acha, then he is what? Baddha? No, because bondage itself is not there. What are you talking of? Moksha. And if still you speak of moksha, nitya muktaha, always never bound. Where is the question? So, kva muktata, these are not there. So why these are not there? Now tell me one thing. What is required for moha, vishwa, tadhana or tadhyana and mukti? What is required? One cause you have to find. Antakarana. Antakarana with ignorance. Antakarana with ignorance required. For him now is that antakarana itself has absorbed in the Swarupa, it ceases to be the earlier antakarana. Antakarana means all its mentation must be there. So now what has happened? That antakarana itself has taken the form as it were, means become as it were the Swarupa, in the sense it has discarded its all functions and conformed itself to the specification of Atma. As a result, what happens? The Swarupa is very clearly reflected in it. So therefore, that earlier, that this moha, etc. cannot be there at all. Yena vishvamidam drushtam sanastiti karotu vai. Nirvasana king kurute pashyan api na pashyati. If that reading in the earlier stanza is tadhanam, is more appropriate with the next stanza. A question may come. See, should you not discard the jagat? Because jagat is the cause for samsara or not? Yes or no? Some have got still doubt. Maybe. See, if ajnana is not there, jagat will not be the cause of samsara. Yes or no? Huh? Yes. If ajnana is not there, jagat will be there. If ajnana is not there, jagat itself is not there. Where is the question of being the cause of samsara? Jagat is there, what does it mean? Ajnana is there. So therefore, it says, so for a one who has got the jagat, he has to get away from the jagat. For him, where is it? Because maybe from the majority standpoint, jagat appears to be there, but in and through that jagat, what this fellow sees is only Swarupa, Brahma only. That's what it says. Take Anvaya. Yena idam vishvam drishtam saha, add vishvam na asti iti karotu vai. Karotu vai. Further add yaha pashyan api na pashyati, add saha nirvasanaha, add san kim kurute. That means abandoning or discarding the jagat, let it be for this person. But in the case of jnani, there is such occasion at all. There is no such occasion. Who is that? Yena idam vishvam drishtam. The one by whom idam vishvam drishtam. This jagat is perceived. Jagat is perceived means in its vividness, ghatapata, etc., all this fellow, that fellow, this object, that object, all this sukha, dukkha, etc., and all this jagat as experienced by a person in the state of ignorance, idam drishtam, saha, let that person put forth effort to deny the world. Saha, Vishwam na asti iti karotu vai. Karotu means janatu. Let him know it is really not there. Or let him deny the world. Truly this world is not there. Who? The person who experiences, drishtam means experiences the world in its plurality. As it is in the case of the ajnana. So therefore he has to know what he has to do what? Oh, Jagat is false. It is truly not there. So therefore let me take to such inquiry and understand and deny the world as really not existing. But here, yaha pashyannapi na pashyati. The one, even though seeing means even though perceiving, doesn't see, doesn't perceive the world. Even though perceiving means through the eyes he is able to see, ears he is able to hear. Na pashyati means what? He doesn't see the Jagat as in terms of duality. In and through Jagat, what he is able to cognize is Brahma only, Sarvatma, Bhava only. So that is how it is. So, Pashyannapi, though from Vyavahara standpoint, though the senses are in contact with the sense object, in and through them, na pashyati means not like ghatapata, etc. In and through them, what he sees it, there is nothing but Atma, Brahma only. Yaha saha pashyati. Why pashyannapi na pashyati? Why he doesn't see? He sees only Brahma because nirvasanaha. That cognition of Swarupa is so deep and strong that earlier vasanas of the Jagat are no more there. Vasana of Jagat in the Antakarana are no more there. So therefore it says Nirvasanaha san means Vasana rahitaha san. So means Jagat Vishayaka Samskaraha api nasti. He has no samskaras with respect to the Jagat. Oh, this is this. I have to gain this. I have to do this, etc. Such things, samskaras are not there. Nirvasanaha, sun being so. Kim kurute. So, what can he do? Means nothing he can do, means nothing he does. That means, why? To do also is ashakya. Why? Any karma when it is possible? I want this, therefore I have to do this. These are not there, vasanas are not there because that direct cognition is very clear to this person. Na kurute. Now one may say, okay, let him not deny. At least should he not meditate or take to niridhyasana that aham brahmasmi? Minimum? Not. Don't say no for that person, but for us. For us it is required. Including me, I am telling, okay, I am clearly telling, I have not risen to that level of Ashtavakra, okay. Including me, it is Nididhyasa is necessary. I know, see, even if someone claims that I don't need, I know what the fellow, how hypocrisy, whatever hypocrisy I can know it. So it is necessary. A purpose, see, mere jnana itself is not, you see, nishtha is necessary. So nishtha is there, and nishtha is required means Nididhyasana is indispensable. So that lip Vedanta will not work here. In lip Vedanta, one may claim we know how to verify the person. So now you say, one may say, that is fine, but at least minimum he has to take to Brahma Chintana, is it not? My Swarupa is Brahma, is it? That also not required, right? Yena drishtam param brahma soham brahmeti chintayet. Kim chintayati nischinto dvitiyam yo na pashyati. Yena param brahma drishtam saha aham brahmeti chintayet. Yena param brahma drishtam saha aham brahmeti chintayet. Yaha dvitiyam na pashyati. Yaha dvitiyam na pashyati saha Nischintaha, add san. Nischintaha san. Kim chintayati? Kim chintayati? So, this person needs nididhyasana, but not the one who is described here. Who is that one needs nididhyasana? Yena param brahma drishtam. Be careful about this word param here. Because what will you take param brahma means? Brahman, satyam, jnanamantam. No, here yena param means anyam. What anyam? Brahma, anya, distinct from jagat. Means the fellow presupposes jagat. The jagat is there. But there is Brahma. And what is the Brahma? The adhisthana of jagat. Means the clarity is not there, that Brahma, that what exactly Swarupa is not, that clarity is not there. So, yena param Brahma. Param means anyam, vetiriktam. Anya from what? Vetirikta from what? Vetirikta or anya means distinct, different from jagat. So, one who sees the Brahma distinct from jagat means, seeing distinct Brahma distinct from jagat means accepting the jagat. You first accept the jagat and then say that what Brahma is different from jagat. For that person, what he has to do? Saha aham brahmeti chintayi. So that person has to take to contemplation, nididhyasana, that aham Brahma. Why? That identification of the body, etc. is there. Jagat is taken as real. Body also is taken as I, etc. That even though something known, that this error is still there. So let him take to Atma Chintana, Brahma Chintana. Whereas this person described here as yogi, one who has got Sarvatma Bhava, Sarvam Atmeti Pashyati, that Anubhava Nishchaya is there. So that person, Yaha Dvitiyam Na Pashyati. Here the person, that is the yogi or jnani, you described is the one who sees nothing but Brahma only, nothing other than Brahma. Yaha Dvitiyam Na Pashyati, is it? Saha, that person, Nischintaha. So, Nischintaha, what is that? Befikir. Befikir. So, Nischintaha. Befikir may be a stupid fellow also. One who doesn't care for certain things. So, not that way. Chinta rahitaha san. One who doesn't need any meditation nor any viveka, nothing is required, because so that what is why Dvitiyam na pashyati. What is Dvitiyam na pashyati? Why Dvitiyam na pashyati? Swarupa is very clear. One Brahma, Advitiya Brahma itself is very clear in and through all this, whatever he does in the world by prarabdha. Dvitiyam nischintaha, means chinta rahitaha san. This is Kim chintayati? What can he think of? Means nakimapi chintayati. Nothing he thinks of. Means for this person, even nididhyasana is not required. If you are sure that you have reached this stage, yes, you also don't need nididhyasana. Otherwise, don't be under wrong impression that I attended Ashtavakra Gita. Now I know. I don't need early morning getting up what? Why should I sit for this thing? Early morning good channel TV programs are coming. That I can see. I don't need nididhyasana, but I can see those things. Now think of it. So that is how, Shastras can be quoted wrongly and one can damn oneself. That is that. One can quote. See, if you say that, they'll quote Ashtavakra, and Ashtavakra was not an ordinary person. Such a great sage has said. So, suppose a patient who was taking a therapy for a long time now is what? Totally free from the disease, and the doctor says, there is no need of medicine. Other fellow was sitting there. He has told no need of medicine. Or suppose this person has got now addicted to that medicine. It seems as one lady, America, she went to a chemist, asked for a particular medicine from where she was purchasing earlier. The chemist refused to give. She said, please produce the prescription. He said, I am taking all along. And she said, no. Please, you have to give this thing, otherwise I am not authorized to give. I will be questioned by the authority. She fought with that person, and then but the chemist didn't, because he will be in trouble. But the rule is that she went to Washington or somewhere, that federation of them who takes care of the drug control, etc., and met the top person and complained, this fellow is not giving me this thing, etc. So inquired, that person inquired the department, what is the reason? They said, recently this medicine has been put under a certain category where because it creates addiction. So it creates addiction. So, and therefore, unless the doctor prescribes, that medicine is not given. So that top fellow told this lady, said, what are you talking? Last 25 years I am taking, I am not addicted to it. Last 25 years I am taking this medicine, I am not addicted. What I am taking that it creates addiction? So like that. So now this it's sure she can't be without that medicine now, and she claimed that I have no addiction. So like that, so habits, karma, etc., addiction are there. So what same thing continuing, etc. No, that is not the thing at all. So here is the one who dvitiyam na panshati nischintaha kim chintayati. What can he meditate upon? What can he contemplate upon? Means such a thing is just not possible for that person. It is not possible. Now, at least Ashtanga Yoga Samadhi must be, the Chitta Nirodha has to take, one has to practice. That also is not there. Drishto yenatma vikshepo nirodham kurute tvasau. Udarastu na vikshiptas sadhya bhavat karoti kim. Yena atma vikshepaha drishtaha asau tu nirodham kurute. Udaraha tu vikshiptaha, add eva, na add asti. Sadhya bhavat kim karoti. Sadhya bhavat kim karoti. So if you insist that this person at least has to take to Ashtanga Yoga now, why Ashtanga Yoga? What for? Chitta vritti nirodha means vrittis pose the what is called as vikshepa. To get rid of the chitta vikshepa in terms of vrittis, you have to take to Ashtanga Yoga. So therefore it says, yena atma vikshepaha drishtaha. Atma vikshepa means chitta vikshepa here. Chitta vikshepa. The one who has got, one who sees, means one who experiences agitation of the mind, means one whose mind is agitated, that's all. So, yena atma vikshepaha drishta means the one whose mind is agitated. Asau, latu means in contrast of jnani, in contrast to this jnani. Asau tu nirodham kurute, takes to chitta nirodha means let him take to chitta nirodha. Ashtanga Yoga practice, let him take to. One who is experiencing what? The chitta vikshepa, the agitation in the mind, distraction of the mind, distraction from one's own sarupa. Whereas the other person, who is this person? Udaraha. Who is Udaraha according to us? Highly charitable. No? स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् सुखिनः भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी